But like, have you ever wondered what it would feel like to actually taste the planet? I know, right? Me too. Have you ever felt so hungry that you had the actual desire to lick the Earth, the planet Earth, not the Earth in your backyard? Because let's face it, when we are really, really hungry, grass would be fucking awesome. Hello beautiful bookworms, I am Katarina and welcome to my channel. And today, as it is usual when I read one of these mangas, I am going to be doing a review for a Junji Ito manga. Applause, because I have been away for God knows how long, and am I back? We don't know, but apparently I guess I could run away eventually. So I want to apologize because I have been away in January. I have had a little bit of too much on my plate. I have been doing a lot of things because I decided that I was going to. Fuck my mental sanity. Who needs that? And because of that, I have only now have time to actually start reading again, slowing a bit down, which will probably last for 2 days and then it will again. So we'll see how many videos I can film today, and I really wanted this to be the first because, first of all, I want to thank you because I've seen that I have more than 800 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you, all of you. The ones that subscribe now, thank you. The ones that were subscribed already, thank you very much. And because I know that a lot of people watch my manga reviews, especially my Junji Ito reviews, this one is for you guys. So today, as I said, I'm going to be doing a Junji Ito review, and that is for the most recent, well, recent for me, because apparently this is already from 2005, I believe. So not that recent. Let me actually check when this came out. Do we know? Do we know? Dude. Yeah, this came out in 2005. Wow. But we're skipping that. So the recent new hardcover manga for Junji Ito, which is Remina, or I don't know, in Portuguese I would say Remina, because we do the R's like but since I'm speaking in English, I think I'm going to say Remina, and if I'm saying this wrong, apologies, because I don't know how to pronounce this, but let us jam. Okay, so basic plot of this. First of all, this is a very, very small hardcover book, but it is very, very gorgeous. We love it. Also, the planet has eyes. But before I get too much deep into this, Remina is a story about this scientist. He found a wormhole in space and he won a Nobel Prize. And one day there's this planet that is coming out of the wormhole and he has the rights to naming him. So what he does is giving him the name, giving it, because it's an it, it's not a, giving it the name of his beloved daughter, Remina. And she is a very, very shy, very, very nice young lady. She's 16 and he just, I'm going to name a planet with the name of my daughter because I can do it. Fuck you, that's why. So this all sounds amazing. Remina is catapulted into fame and everyone knows her name, everyone loves her. However, there's this problem. And the problem is that the planet is eating all of the stars and all of the other planets that are in our solar system and is rapidly reaching Earth. So the population freaks the fuck out and they decide that because they share names, Remina is the one to blame for what is going on with the planet. And if they kill her, the planet will go away. Which, I mean, it's horrific by itself. So of course this has apocalyptic themes. Of course this is has triggers everywhere. There's mutilation, there's death, there's society going absolutely apeshit, which I would admit it's not the best thing to read during a pandemic. But I mean, you know me. Just reading everything that's morbid and that can potentially scare the shit out of me. Cool. So as per usual, I like to search for metaphorical meanings in Junji Ito's works because I do believe that they all have a little bit of a basis for social criticism. Even in short stories, which there are too many to get into, but I have done a review, which I'm going to leave linked wherever it is, of his other stories, his hard work covers stories. So if you want to know where to start with Junji Ito, or if you want to know what I think about his works, I'm going to put all the reviews that I've done of his works somewhere and you can watch them. But particularly for Remina, I think it's on the nose a bit that the main topic of this is indeed an apocalypse, but it has to do a lot with fame and how our society actually treats celebrities. Because if we see this, and I'm not spoiling this because you know this in the beginning of the book, if you see the way that Remina is treated when she is named after the planet, she's treated like a celebrity. Everybody loves her. She has a fan club. Everyone wants to get a photo of her, get an autograph of her, even though she's really, really shy and she never wanted to be in the spotlight. However, when the planet is becoming something vicious, suddenly she's a piece of shit and she has to die, which I have to say it's pretty much similar with the way that we treat other celebrities when they don't do exactly what we dream that they should do for some reason. Which I don't want to get into very strange communications and questions here, but I do believe that our society today does not treat people, especially celebrities, in the best way possible, because we treat them as if they are not people, which is the case in here, and I think it's very well reflected. So it's impossible that Junji Ito didn't want to make a commentary on that situation, but because I've never talked to him about it, because I'm not famous and he would never talk to me, I don't know if that's the point, but it does look a bit like it's the point. So, is this scary? I mean, not really, because I am not foreseeing a planet coming at us. If we're going to die, it's going to be because the fucking sun is going to explode, which I am pretty sure I'm not going to be there to see it, so it's not really my scary priority right now. I'm more scared with COVID for specific reasons, and other situations like being mugged on the street or hit by a bus, but it's scary in its apocalyptic sort of thing, and it's scary in the panic that shows in the society. It's scary because we see how people really are sheep, how they just follow these voices. Like first they say, love her, and just because someone says she's cool, we should love her, people go after that voice. And then someone says she's not cool, we should beat the shit out of her and kill her. We'll just go and do it. Like, can't you think by your own head? I think this represents a lot of how people have serious issues with having their moralities and their values, and they cannot think for themselves, and they need people to think for them, which that terrifies me, because I cannot, and that's the same reason I'm terrified of 1984 by George Orwell. I cannot conceive a society where I can think and when I'm censored and I can't have my values and my morals, and where people can't have opinions and where people cannot express them. So, of course, I'm not saying that everyone that has opinions should state them and disregard every single other person in the world, and I don't give a shit about you because I have my opinion. No, I'm saying that people should talk and try to see if the other person's opinion actually makes sense or not, but that's something that's not happening right now, which is not a criticism, but it kind of is. So yeah. So as a criticism to society, Remina made a lot of sense. I really loved it. I think it was a good Junji Ito work. However, as a work by itself, the ending of this was a bit, okay, so that's it. That's what you're gonna do with this. You're not going to do anything else. We're not, okay, cool. It was a bit, seriously? Okay, fine. You could call all of the supposed plot twists that happened, but I have to say that I empathize with this book a lot, because if you've ever met me, you would see that I enjoy to eat, which I don't eat a lot. I'm conscious, I am healthy, thank the Lords, but I do like to eat. And what I like to do is actually, and I don't want people to get grossed out but I really like, obviously not in public, but when I'm eating a sweet, for instance, to actually lick my sweet. Because it's good, because we have some things in our tongues that allow us to actually feel flavor without having to munch everything in our face. It's nice. And I relate to this because the planet Remina has eyes and has a gigantic tongue, as you will be able to see in these beautifully illustrated end pages. This is Remina's tongue. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. This is Remina's eye, which is not gorgeous, not beautiful. It's creepy as fucking shit. This is literally the first page, so I'm not spoiling you. Remina wants to lick the planet Earth. And I mean, I can relate, because what would Earth taste like? Are we tasty? I don't know. And obviously, I'm not walking around licking people and licking stuff, because that's disgusting and that's a health hazard. Even if we weren't in a pandemic, I wouldn't be doing that. I don't want you to think that I'm disgusting. However, I can relate to the fact that the planet likes to lick its food and create earthquakes before it swallows it. Yeah, okay, I'm disgusting. Unsubscribe. It's cool. I know. I shouldn't have said this. I don't know why I said this. Do you notice that I'm getting awkward and awkward? I think it's because of the pandemic. I think it's because I am stuck in my house and I don't talk to anyone. And when I talk to people, I'm like, do you know that I've read this book about a planet that licks the earth and wants to eat it? And people are like, okay, I'm not your friend anymore. And I'm like, fuck you, I only have like 2 friends, so fine. So after this pleasant moment, I am very sorry. I am losing my goddamn mind. I want to say that I really liked Remina. I would say if you've never read Junji Ito, Remina would be really cool to read. Of course, it's scary, as I said in his social commentary, it's scary in the chaoticness of humanity and how we quickly turn to anarchy, but quickly follow these more powerful voices when they suit us and what we believe in, like how the people can be scary and how it can be scary the way that we treat our celebrities. Of course, some of them might not be the best people ever, but neither are we. Everyone has flaws. And yeah, what I'm trying to say is the way they portray society is scary, but the way they portrays the apocalypse is not that scary. It's actually laughable. I laughed a lot because, I mean, why do we want to see a planet lick another planet and eat it? And what is going on? Junji, are you okay? Baby, maybe you need some rest. But anyways, it was really fun. And I think that if I haven't read some of his best works, like maybe probably Uzumaki, which is fucking amazing, and other works that had more depth and more creepiness. But again, creepiness is different for everyone. So I would say this one doesn't have as much of a trigger warning for body horror as it usually has for Junji Ito. So if you want to start with Junji Ito, maybe this would be a good one. So I would really advise. The edition is beautiful. I mean, fucking gorgeous. And I mean, if you've read Junji Ito, it's another one for your collection. He's an author that I really believe that is worth it. His artwork is amazing, and every single time you can find something new in his works, so I would definitely recommend. So that's going to be all for this video. Have you read Remina? If you had, tell me something in the comments below. Do you agree that it's a criticism to our society, or do you just think that is an apocalyptic, fun, planet-licking manga series? Or in this case, not series, manga. And yeah, do you want to read it? I don't know. Do you know Junji Ito? Just tell me something in the comments below, and that's going to be all for today. So happy readings to you all. Bye! Also, postscriptum, I know that we're going to have 2 more Junji Itos coming out in 2021, so 2021 is already better than 2020, and you bet your asses that if I'm alive and well, I will be reviewing those too. So if you're asking, this is your sign. I will be doing it. You don't need to ask me. I got your back. Bye!